When you're seeing well in a relaxed way and using your eye-mind feedback loop in the most efficient manner possible, what you're doing is using a mindset which is unfamiliar to people who wear glasses. The fact is that when you put a lens in front of your eye, there's only one angle at which you can look through that lens, at which you can get the optimum focus. And this encourages you to home in on the small point at the centre, and it discourages you from letting your eyes flicker around as they would normally want to do. And everything rigidifies and narrows down. But when you're seeing well, it's a completely different experience. You have a broad vision. Yes, you are still centrally fixating, you're still able to notice that there's a point in the middle which is more sharply in focus and more evident to you than anything else. But there's also this whole periphery. So as you're looking at if you look at my nose, for example, just let your attention wander around my nose. You must be aware that I've got eyes and my sort of eyebrows going up and down, perhaps my mouth jabbering on a bit underneath, and my hands at the sides. Maybe you can also become aware that I'm being framed by this piece of red Christmas glitter. And maybe then you can become aware that beyond the frame of the video that you're watching, there's a whole space behind your screen. And you can take all this in at the same time as you're just letting your attention wander around my nose. Some people call this mindset soft focus, although it's not really soft, it's very clear and immediate. You are getting a better focus than you would otherwise. So it's not in the sense of the movie soft focus, but it feels soft because you're not forcing anything, you're not homing in on any little point. You're sitting back, you're taking in the whole wide space around you. So here's a fun way you can practice broadening out your awareness to take in everything in your visual field. For this you need a quantity of small softish items like beanbags or maybe rolled up socks, something that won't damage your surroundings when it's thrown, because what you want to do is get an accomplice to stand behind you with a pile of these beanbags, rolled up socks or whatever, and throw them at different angles over your shoulder while you look forwards, and as soon as you see the beanbag coming from whatever angle it's coming from, you let it grab your attention. So your attention is moving all over the place, being caught by the movement in the periphery. So I'm going to try this now with the camcorder standing in for you, the person. So here's a lovely view out of my bedroom window. You can see the garden, you can see that tall tree in the neighbour's garden, the silver birch. Now if you just sit back on your chair and let your attention wander up and down that white trunk of the silver birch, I'm going to start to chuck my little beanbags into the field of view, and when you see one, just let your glance go towards it, blink and go back to the tree. Okay. Did you catch them? Of course, if you've got a real person there throwing real beanbags, you could really try to catch them. That would be fun. Now, if you close your eyes, can you remember that impression of things flying into your field of vision? flying through and vanishing, and the impression of the tree in the middle, the silver birch, and anything else you could see in that scene. Let your eyes rest and focus on the memory. Okay, here's another one. Let's try this. Here is a stick standing against the wall with the glitter thingy on it, and it has a point which is more or less in the centre of the screen. If you watch that point, just let your attention wander around the point. I'm then going to flash my little torch in different places around the edge. As soon as you see it flashing, just let your attention run towards it and then let it go back to the point at the centre of the screen. Let your eyes blink and be soft, and make sure you're still breathing easily. Let your eyes close and be soft, and cover them with the cups of your palms, nice and comfortably, so that you're not pressing on your eyeballs. And just notice if what you see is still and dark, or if maybe there are some coloured after images. The after images would be a sign that you've been actually staring at the screen rather than letting your attention flow freely. And if that's the case, just carry on palming gently and resting until those after images fade away.